Good afternoon, everyone. Meteorologist Andrew Wilson, or rather good morning, everyone. Typically we do these in the afternoon, but on Sundays we're going to be doing them at 11 a.m. I hope that your Sunday is going off well. This Sunday morning has been cool outside. It's been absolutely beautiful. As we make our way throughout this afternoon, we're going to continue on with the beautiful conditions, plenty of sunshine outside, and I hope that you have some outdoor plans so you can get out and enjoy some of that nicer weather. So let's talk a little bit about what we have going on out there right now. Satellite radar showing that we do have a little bit of rainfall further off towards our west, really impacting Arkansas, Louisiana, about to move over the Mississippi River, which has been running very dry recently. They've actually had an issue with salinity, or in other words, salt water, moving up the Mississippi River up towards New Orleans. That can impact the ecosystem. So a little bit of rainfall is really going to help them out there along the Mississippi River Basin. Hopefully send some more water down towards the city of New Orleans and down there towards the mouth of the river. Again, very much needed for them. Taking a look at weather for us, though, plenty of sunshine out there. Let's take a look at the time lapse from this morning. As we look out towards the airport, you notice it was a beautiful sunrise. Everything has been moving smoothly out there. A lot of plane activity as everyone's still flying around here for the weekend. With it being so nice here in Atlanta, you didn't have to travel far for nice conditions. You could have just stayed right there in your backyard and had nice weather. Looking out towards the King and Queen Towers, beautiful blue sky overhead there. We have beautiful blue sky over downtown Atlanta as well as we look out towards the Georgia Tech Tower cam here. And then looking out towards Blue Ridge, another beautiful day. You know, they had a lot of fog there earlier on this morning. That fog mixed out quickly, though. We now have a lot of blue sky over Blue Ridge, too. And I hope everybody's out there and enjoying themselves. It was in the 40s up there. I saw a lot of jackets on this morning with people walking around, headed out to breakfast. And you probably still need maybe a light jacket out there for right now up towards Blue Ridge and up towards Blairsville. Blairsville not too far away from there, of course, 65 degrees there, likely still in the 60s in Blue Ridge too. You'll hit the 70s though for this afternoon with plenty of sunshine. Won't need that jacket later on today. Temperatures are sitting in the 70s for much of the region, but we'll rise into the 80s today. You know, we have had a lot of cooler temperatures here over the last really 10 to 11 days. We have not hit 90 since then, since back when we hit 93 back-to-back days there earlier on this month. Notice that we've had a big cool down. Yesterday we had a lot of drier air in here, so notice that we had below average low temperatures and above average high temperatures. Whenever you have drier air in place, you have more of a fluctuation in your temperatures. And with that being said, today we started off with temperatures in the 50s and 60s. We were below average on our low again this morning. We're going to be above average on our high again. Temperatures are going to be in the mid 80s again. So temperatures still staying warm. They're going to stay warm again for tomorrow. But then we're going to have a little bit more moisture build in here, a little bit more water vapor in the air, I guess you could say. And with that being said, temperatures aren't going to fluctuate as much later on this week. You'll see that in the 7-day forecast. We're also going to get some rain chances in here. So it's going to keep our temperatures a little bit cooler, below average by the time we head into the middle of the week. And that trend looks like it will continue into next weekend. We already talked about it, but another quick update. Satellite radar showing clear conditions over the southeast other than for our neighbors over towards the Arkansas, Louisiana area. For today, lots of sunshine. That's what's in the forecast. Temperatures into the mid 80s for highs. Notice it's 75 right now in Atlanta. Don't forget to download this 11 Alive app. It can be great for updates whenever you need them on the go. Always know what the temperature is, what the rain chances are. Hitting that top bar on the screen where it says Explore radar map. You can look at where rain is currently occurring, whether it's going to be impacting you later in the day. And then at the bottom of the screen, you can watch our newscast live, as well as send in your weather wow moments. Be sure to do that so we can share them on air. Finally, I want you to make sure that you download the Roku and Fire TV app, because you can watch updates just like this one right there at your fingertips. And let's say you saw a story in our newscast that you said, well, I really like that. I want to find out more about it. We sometimes post extended stories, longer videos, on the Roku and Fire TV apps. That way you can get more of an update there. So be sure to download that. Again, that way you can get more information right there at your fingertips. Let's take a look at our forecast for today. Again, we talked about a lot of sunshine. Let's see what it pans out to look like on our forecast track map. You notice by the time we get to this afternoon, we're talking mid 80s for most, 70s into the far north Georgia mountains. We move into the overnight hours tonight. We're talking more about a partly cloudy sky overhead. Temperature is going to be dropping down to the 50s and 60s. And then we move into tomorrow afternoon. This is Monday as of 5:30 p.m. No rain tomorrow, but we will have an increase in cloud cover. Partly cloudy sky for the afternoon as temperatures rise into the mid 80s. Moving into Tuesday, starting off at 5:30 a.m., partly cloudy to mostly cloudy. We are going to have more clouds there on Tuesday. A slight chance for a few brief showers as well. Looks like a majority of the rain stays down to our south. I would not be surprised if we had a brief shower ourselves, though. And those rain chances are just going to go up as we head into Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. We're going to have winds switch out of the east starting Monday. And with that being said, you notice that our humidity is going to start to go up, the dew point. It's been comfortable this weekend. It's staying comfortable today, comfortable for majority of Monday. But by overnight Monday and into Tuesday, those winds really start to switch, and then you see the humidity climbing up. Dew points back in the 60s, making for more humid conditions outside, and also with more moisture in the air, that means that we are also going to get some better rain chances. Scattered showers and storms possible on Wednesday. Isolated storms for Thursday. Really more showers, but a few rumbles of thunder could be possible. And then just a slight chance for rain by the time we head into Friday. How much rain can we expect over the next 7 days? Really about a half of an inch or less. The majority of the rainfall will be south of the I-20 corridor. We need some rain, more rain here in the Atlanta area, though. We are now with abnormally dry conditions for parts of the Atlanta metro, really stretching down that I-85 corridor a little bit more. But it has been dry for down towards the airport. You know, the airport is where the rain gauge is. That is our recording station for the city. And it is saying that we are more than an inch and a half behind for this month. So we are now very dry for the month of September. We have only had 5 days that have brought measurable rainfall for the month of September so far, and that only brought us a little more than an inch and a quarter so far. We've only had 4 months this year that have brought above average rainfall. We're going to finish up September with below average rainfall, unfortunately, as well. Even though we are going to get a little bit more rain in the rain gauge this week, I don't think it's going to be enough to correct the drier portions of this month that happened earlier on. Quick update on the tropics. Of course, we've been tracking Ophelia the last couple of days. It made landfall yesterday morning at 6:15 a.m., around 6:15 a.m. rather, near Emerald Isle, North Carolina. It had an estimate of 70 mile per hour sustained winds, moved north, weakened pretty quickly. Now it's a post-tropical system impacting the far northeast. It's going to continue to collapse as it moves out, around up there. Still some strong winds for parts of the Chesapeake Bay. They do have a tropical storm warning in place up there until 5 p.m. tonight. So that's going to be up towards the Chesapeake Bay down through Virginia. Thankfully, though, that system will continue to weaken and have less and less of an impact on people as we head throughout the next couple of days. And, of course, no impact on us here in North Georgia. Taking a quick look out in the Atlantic, Tropical Storm Philippe formed over the last 24 hours. The system looks pretty healthy. You know, when you have a kind of that feathering on the outside that you're seeing there on satellite and infrared, you're seeing the fact that we have a healthy storm. That means that it has good cloud tops, and the storm looks really healthy right now. Right now, it's forecast to remain a tropical storm. There's a possibility it could form into a hurricane, though, over the next couple of days, just by looking at the health of the storm. It is going to be moving into some cooler water here, though, by the time we head into Friday. So, you know, it may possibly turn into a hurricane and then weaken really fast. Something we'll keep a close eye on. Either way, it doesn't look like it's going to be a threat to us right now, especially here in North Georgia with that turn north before it even hits the Lesser Antilles. If anything changes, though, we'll keep you updated on it. Now, there's another system behind this that we're keeping an eye on, too. This is going to be over near the Cape Verde Islands, just off the coast of Africa. It has a medium chance for tropical development over the next 7 days. If that storm gets a name, it would be Rena. That is the next name on the list. Then Sean, Timmy, Vince, and Whitney. So there's only 5 names left on the list so far for this year. Hurricane season doesn't end until November 30th, but we have moved now past the climatological peak, which was back on September 10th. And notice that it's a big peak there, and then things really start to go down. So I would expect things to really quiet down out there in the Atlantic. Hopefully we don't see any more landfalls for tropical systems in the United States this year or anywhere else out there. But we still have that possibility, again, all the way up until November 30th, and we'll, of course, continue to keep you updated all throughout the rest of hurricane season. Taking a look at your 7-day forecast right here at home. Of course, none of these tropical systems impacting us. A 10 on the Wizometer for today. Today is going to be one of the best days we'll have all week. A 9 for Monday, partly cloudy sky, mostly cloudy by the time we head into Tuesday with a slight chance, a very slight chance for a brief shower or two. And then temperatures going to be rising into the lower 80s. That rain chance mainly south of I-20. And then you look at Wednesday. 40% chance for scattered showers and storms, mainly just the rain. 78 for the high, 78 for the high on Thursday. And then by Friday, that's going to be when we see the rain chances start to go down. I was tempted to take rain chances even out for Friday, but we're going to leave them in for now with a slight chance. Temperatures hitting 80 degrees for the high and then 80 degrees for the high on Saturday with a mostly sunny sky overhead. 10 on the Wizometer again for Saturday, so looking pretty good there. Looking at the 8 to 14 day outlook, your temperature outlook from day 8 through day 14, in other words, that first full week of October, looks like we're going to have a bit of a switch in these temperatures. You know, we have been really comfortable here this weekend, but it looks like we're going to go back to being above average on temperatures with mid to upper 80s for highs. I don't think we're going to hit 90 degrees there for the early part of October. We may be done with 90s for the year. It's possible. I'm not willing to say that it's completely done for sure, but it's possible. But we are going to be above average there for the early portion of October when you're headed out to those pumpkin patches. Taking a look at the rainfall outlook from day 8 through day 14, it will stay dry. You know, that's good for harvest. So a lot of the farmers out there that are keeping an eye on the weather, trying to make sure that they can have a good harvest, things are looking pretty good for them right now. You want a little bit of moisture in the soil, but you know, you don't want it to be soaking wet soil. It could be more difficult for them, but hopefully you can always add more water. It's hard to take water away, right? So hopefully they can have a successful harvest this year. All those farmers, especially down towards southern Georgia, should be a great harvest this year, hopefully for a majority of them. Hopefully they were able to have a good season. All right, so let's take a look at your weekend getaways. Of course, it is Sunday now, but maybe you're trying to plan for next weekend. Here's what we're looking at. Gatlinburg could be dealing with some rain on Friday, so could Savannah. The Lake Lanier area, remember we were talking about the Atlanta area being mostly sunny to partly cloudy on Friday, slight chance for rain. I think we'll have a slight chance for rain at Lake Lanier too, but it will be dry for the Saturday, Sunday, and Monday time frame. Of course, this is way out. We're looking even beyond the 7-day forecast for some spots here. Know that this could change, but if you're planning a trip, here's a early update on what you could be seeing out there. Also taking a look at the Peach State outlook. If you're going to be traveling across the state of Georgia here, maybe for work over the next 3 days, know that it is going to be dry here for Monday for nearly all of us, but then there's rain chances and cloud cover really start to build in Tuesday and Wednesday, just like what we're going to have here in the Atlanta area with what you saw in the 7-day forecast. And then finally, I always like to take a look at the Georgia State Park forecast in case you want to head out, do a little bit of hiking. Looking like it's going to be beautiful weather for hiking for Monday morning. I mean, temperatures going to be in the 50s and 60s for most spots, rising into the 70s and 80s, a little bit of cloud cover in the afternoon. Get out, do some great hikes. It's going to be a beautiful day for it. Go check out some of those waterfalls, that really cold water, just to kind of cool off a little bit if you're going to be out hiking in the afternoon. Those warmer temperatures with that cool water is always nice. And if you want to do some overlook hikes, earlier the better, because we are going to have a little bit more cloud cover trying to build in some spots for far north Georgia tomorrow afternoon. So that's it for our update this morning. We're going to be doing these updates. We used to do them on Monday. We're going to do them on Sunday at 11 a.m. now, and then we're also going to be continuing to do them during the week. Be sure to tune in every week. We'll continue to keep you updated anytime in between, of course, on 11 Alive at 11alive.com, on the 11 Alive app, and then also on 11 Alive Plus on your Roku and Fire TV streaming devices. Tonight, meteorologist Melissa Nord is going to be in giving an update on the forecast for meteorologist Nicole Hartford, who's going to be off this evening. Be sure to tune in for her update. And then meteorologist Chesley McNeil will be back in tomorrow morning. Chief meteorologist Chris Holcomb back tomorrow evening. I'm meteorologist Andrew Wilson. Have a wonderful rest of your Sunday, and we'll keep you updated on everything right here at 11 Alive.